Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in another music production video. My name is Peter, your studio host. Years and years ago, I found this MIDI. I don't know whether this is... Shut up. I don't know whether this is coming from like some sample pack, whether I made this. I don't know, but I know this is really cool chord progression. And years ago, I made the song with it, and it turned out pretty cool, but I can't find this track. This is really mysterious. I don't know where this is coming from, and I just thought that we can make something with it. Oh my god, this is so vibey. It is so amazing. This is like... That is so cool. Okay, so today I got this really cool instrument called synthplant. It is such an unconventional instrument. You create branches from the seed, and it's just such a cool idea. A big advantage of this synth is that you can get a lot of random sounds. So you're not really synthesizing, you're just like tweaking stuff and getting some random sounds, and that is so cool. Every time you pull up this, you get different sounds. So let me show you. So I have a couple of patches. I'm really curious. If you know where this MIDI is coming from, just let me know. I don't know the origin of this MIDI clip, and that's why it's so mysterious. This synth plant is so cool. I would never be able to make this type of lead. So let me create a new random seed. So every time you hit the random seed, it will plant a random seed. In this case, there's this sound. If we plant another one. So what I usually do is just, I play it, and as you can see, you can transform each sound into a completely different sound. It's kind of like a random thing. And once you find a cool sound, you can just right click, plant chosen seed, and this seed has been planted as a new one, and it is like sort of like a base of the synth now. There's this thing here. I like this one. So I have this MIDI effect called quantize. I'm just gonna apply it for some natural feel. It's so cool. Okay, we need some effects. You can kind of like access all the things here, like it was a synth. Okay, so I want to add one more instrument. I want to put some strings on that. Okay, so we are gonna start arranging this. Sounds pretty nice. Let's put some anti-mud compressor. Okay, so we can do a really cool background effect. Just using that, putting some portal onto this. Let's go into resample. Some reverb. Very necessary thing to respace. Really simple thing. When you have a chord progression, just duplicate this, take the notes from the bottom and just put them to the right octave, and then you have a bass line. and use utility to increase the volume and fade this bass in. Cool. Okay, and then it has to be bigger. What we need is to make a layer with just chords, like a pad. Okay, so what we can do is we can just take this here for the intro and maybe just replace this lead with a piano. Ooh, so cool. This sounds really jazzy, but I might try to put some vocals here. So I'm gonna be using a sample pack called Galaxy that I released recently. If you wanna check it out, go ahead, and link is in the description. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do some background vocals like that. Okay, some additional vocal. Okay, what happened here? Okay, I don't know. Okay, so we are gonna be adding more elements to these two sections later. Now I want to focus on some heavy, like just make some build up and then just drop. So I want to make some chords that are gonna be really heavy. Some risers, this one and this one. Okay, cool. Okay, group this, everything. Now we are making drop. And I want the drop to be like everything. I want to keep the same melody and the same feel and everything the same, but just make this like super heavy opening and closing chords. So I want this. Just gonna add another layer, and I want this to be sort of like a saw wave, not really detuned, like pretty dirty. Yeah, exactly, something like that. And another one. We do even some mid-side EQing, got some. Okay, so another layer. And the last thing here is I need some epic lead. In my latest video I released some leads, mostly for Serum, but with some Ableton racks. So if you want to get them, just watch the video. There are links here, so you can just get these leads for free. I'm just gonna pick them. Okay, so now what we want to do is... Okay, so now how to make this really big and epic and really interesting and not boring. We need LFO tool and we need auto filter. This is what I do sometimes. I like to just automate a bunch of things in here to make move in different shapes and have some filter automation and maybe some reverb automation even, and maybe some spaces for vocals, maybe some spaces for other things like drums, toms, and some fills. That's really cool. So what we need to do is to add a bunch of automation lines like this rate, automation line, we need to add this point to change the shape of the LFO with this point X. I want to be able to move this left and right. That's really cool. And I want the filter automation. So I'm just gonna add all of these. Maybe some reverb automation later, maybe something else. But for now, we're just gonna focus on doing LFOs and filter automations. Okay, so we can do like this and then have some filter automation here. Or maybe this should be in the second part of the drop. So now we maybe just take some notes from the chords and just make supersaws, really big ones. So I need some drums. A little high pass automation. Processes a little bit. Some OTT. Whoa. What just happened? Hope you enjoyed it. I'm gonna play it back. No, it's kind of cool. Not as good as I expected, but it is pretty nice. All the time when I was making this song, I had the song I've made years ago in my head going on, like, and I couldn't just get rid of it. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you learned something. See ya in the next one. So that's it. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, you can side on that subscribe button. Also, you can visit my site oversampled.us for some high quality samples, presets, and free sounds.